Okay, this first example is substitution. Okay, so here's a word problem. Newell's age is 4 more than 5 times Junior's age. Junior is 10. How old is Newell? Okay, so to do this problem, this is very easy, but I'll make it more complicated in a moment. You start with the first problem, and let's turn it into some letters. Newell's age. Okay, how about we use N? Is, that's equals. 4 more. 4 more. How about 4 plus something? That's 4 more than you'd add 4. 4 more than what? 5 times Junior's age. Okay, so how about 5 times Junior's age? How about J for Junior? Okay, so we made a rule. Newell is 4 more than 5 times Junior. Now it says Junior is 10, so we'll make an equation for him. Junior, how about J, is equals 10. Now what would you do here? You substitute. That means replace. You would just go, well, I already know J is 10. So when I just kind of go up here and just replace that with a 10, now this would be pretty easy. Now you could just say, oh, we'll put a 10 right there. And then we could say, how old is Newell? Newell is 4 plus 5 times J. J is 10. And then we could just solve it. Okay, so 4 plus 50. 54. Ta-da, we solved it. But let's make it a little more complicated. Let's change this. Let's say it's more of a mystery. Let's say Junior is 44 less than Newell. How old are they? I want to know both their ages. So we have 2 things to solve for. So once again, let's write his equation. Junior, how about J for Junior, is equals 44 less than Newell. Now wait, how do you do that? Now less is subtract, but what goes first? If I said, what is 1 less than your mom's age? Well, you would subtract 1 from your mom's age, wouldn't you? So if I say, what's 44 less than Newell, you're going to have to go Newell, subtract 44. Be careful, this is a tricky one, 44 less. If I say, what's 1 less than 100? If I say, what's 1 less than 100? Wouldn't you go 100 minus 1? You have what's 1 less than 100? Ah, you put it over here to subtract it. So we'll say Junior is 44 less than Newell. Okay, so we'll do the same idea. Here's J, right? How much is J? Ooh, J is this. So instead of having a nice little number to plug in, like 10, and just going, oh, we'll put 10 in there, it's the same idea. We can replace J with not just 44, but with this whole thing. So instead of just having a nice number and plugging in the number, you're going to plug in this algebra and plug in this expression. So let's solve it. Newell is 4 plus 5 times J. Use a parentheses. Okay, and what's J going to be? You're going to replace J with N minus 44. Now you can solve it. So let's see, what should we do? Oh, I guess we could distribute. See, that's why it's important to put the parentheses. Newell is 4 plus 5N minus 5 times 44. You can use a calculator if you want. That is 220. Okay, so what should we do now? Let's see, what can we put together? Oh, we can put the 4 and the 220. 4 minus 220 is negative 216. Okay. And what about the n's? Well, let's get these n's over here with their friends. Let's combine like terms. Let's take off the 5n, subtract 5n, right? Subtract 5n. 1 minus 5 is negative 4. Okay, so here's what we did. We moved the n over, put those together. Every problem is going to be unique. And see, 4 times what? Let's see, we'll divide by negative 4, because that both cancels. Okay, negative divided by negative, negative 4. And maybe use a calculator. Boop, 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 boop. Put that in, and you get negative over negative is positive. Newell is 54. Have you finished the question? You're like, yeah. Well, wait a minute. How old are they? Oh, how old is Junior? You didn't tell me how old Junior is, did you? Okay, let's go back here. Junior is N minus 44. Now that you got Newell's age, you could say, well, now I could take Newell's age and I could go get that other part and go, well, let's put a 54 right in there. 54 minus 44, ah, junior is 10. And now you did it both. And you want to check it? Let's just check it anyway. Newell's 4 more than 5 times junior's age. If you put 10 there, does it work? Just to check it. 50 plus 4. Yep. Okay, ta-da. That's the substitution method. If you have a letter by itself, you could go plug it into the other problem.